Hey there, I bought an e46 steering wheel off of eBay, and since it was not in the best condition, I wanted to give it some love before putting it into my car. The soft touch on the lower cover was in a pretty bad shape, and since I am no big fan of the soft touch anyway, I decided to remove it and go with standard black matte spray paint instead. The leather had no holes and was overall in a pretty good condition for a 20-year-old steering wheel. I started by removing the lower and upper cover. After removing all screws, there is a little force needed to remove the covers, but as far as I saw, there are no clips or anything which can break when you pull on it. Afterwards, you have to remove the 3-wired cable of the multifunction module from a bracket of the steering wheel. Since I wanted to repaint the covers first, I put the steering wheel aside. To separate the two covers, simply undo all 4 screws on the back. Because I did not have the proper tools, I needed to use a flat-headed screwdriver. It was not a big deal since the screws were not very much tightened, but for the next time I will get some long, thin, star-headed screwdrivers. The multifunction module was in a very good shape. The lower cover with the M badge, however, looked like you would imagine 20-year-old soft touch. The M badge itself looked like I could reuse it, therefore I tried to use some polish to bring some shine back to it. In my opinion, the badge looked like new, and I decided to remove it from the cover and put it back after I was finished repainting it. Next I had to remove the soft touch, and I was not sure what the best way is to do it. I started off by using glass cleaner because of its degreasing effect and a sponge to rub down the stuff. I realized pretty fast that this would take forever, and I tried to use some sandpaper. Since this was also not working as good as I expected, I got myself a helping hand. After spending at least 40 minutes removing the sticky death, most of it was gone, but the surface was pretty rough. I sanded it down with different granularities of sandpaper. Afterwards it was ready to get some paint on it, at least that was what I thought. I started with some plastic primer. Then I used some standard black spray paint, which was recommended on the internet for interior parts. At this exact moment I realized I messed it up, but I was not ready to accept my defeat. The surface was just not prepped properly, and in addition to that it started raining, which messed up the paint even more. The cover surface was not smooth enough and every scratch was visible through the paint. I grounded it all down again. This gave me the opportunity to try out new camera angles like this, which I liked so much I spent 30 minutes filming this way. Now the surface was all smooth again, and I gave the painting another shot. I was so confident I even switched to a new paint booth. This time I already had a better feeling while painting and the result came out pretty nice. There were some minor imperfections in the paint which didn't really bother me. The paint was not completely dry at this point, but the paint match was already pretty close. Afterwards I thought I want to repaint the multifunction module 2 to get a 100% paint match, but after disassembling the module I was not able to remove the single buttons without damaging them. So I decided to leave it as it was, since the paint already matched really good and I thought I would make more harm than good. From a bigger distance there was not really a difference to spot, so I guess it was the right decision to leave the upper part alone.
After finishing the cover, it was time to tackle the steering wheel itself. As a first step I wanted to give the leather a good clean. I used special leather cleaner from Color Lock since I had great experience with it in the past. Cleaning old leather can be a very satisfying yet disgusting job. I wanted to treat a smaller area of the steering wheel first to see how it would come out. I treated the more worn out areas of the leather first with a 2000 grit sandpaper. You can get some special leather grinding pads from Color Lock, but in my experience very mild sandpaper also gets the job done. Afterwards I cleaned the treated areas with cleaning benzene to get rid of all the remaining dust and dirt. Then I used some leather fresh, which is used to give the leather back some structure, but more importantly a constant shade of black. After having covered everything with the leather fresh, use a heat gun to dry it out or just let it dry by itself. If you like the result, leave it to completely dry. If you are not satisfied with the result, give it another layer of leather fresh. Sadly I failed to get good footage of the end result and compare it with before, but after the treatment the leather got a nice black tone again. I then continued to do this procedure for the whole steering wheel. Be careful with the sandpaper and just use it on areas where it's needed, to don't ruin the natural structure of the leather where it's still present. Even though the color was not completely dry, I was pretty satisfied with the outcome so far. By putting everything together loosely, I could get a good impression of what the finished result would look like. The last step of the leather treatment was putting some protection on it to preserve the current condition as long as possible. After finishing the leather, it was time to reassemble the steering wheel. Double-sided sticky tape, which is normally used for fixing carpets, should also work on M-badges. I was very happy with the final result. After having everything reassembled, it was time to remove the old steering wheel and fitting the M Sport one into its new home. Before tackling anything related to the airbag system, make sure to disconnect the battery completely. Even though I did this a couple of times, I am always scared that something explodes into my face. While the mighty diesel is doing its job, I tested the functionality of the steering wheel. And that's it. I hope you liked my walkthrough, and if you have questions or critics, make sure to leave a comment, and if you feel like it, hit the like button. See you.